Heaven, Derby Downs, inform Jason Turnbull. They're just about set to go. First of 8 already. Green light off in the first. And away all right, centre of the line was Derby Downs, goes in search of the lead. In trouble there was Edward Street, the debutant. It's going to miss away badly. And it's Derby Downs going up on the outside to take on Regal Ashes in the early stages. They were being followed, moving up into a prominent spot on the inside by Promoted. And working around the outside, 3 horses wide is Dollar Bill. Just in behind those is Elegant Heaven, followed by Limbo Larry. And another one caught deep and improving is the well-fancied Johnny Cake, around them 3 wide. Further back in the race then came Some Party Somewhere, who also goes up 3 wide. There's been some moves in this, followed then by Our Dandy. Well back in the race is Dylan, and at the back end of the field is Mr. Haywood, bar the one that's tailed off, and that's Edward Street. In that order they travel their way down the back of the track, and the lead time was an even 48 seconds, and going to the lead is Some Party Somewhere. It got clear by a length and a half to Regal Ashes, who's sitting in second spot on its back. Third is Promoted, and fourth Johnny Cake without cover. Next in the 1x1 is Dollar Bill as they run down the side, and they were followed by Limbo Larry. Shuffled back now is Derby Downs. It was contesting the lead at one point, and taking off around the outside, putting itself into the call is Dylan. They were followed by Our Dandy, who's buried away on the pegs. Well back in the field is Mr. Haywood as they come down the straight, with Elegant Heaven and tailed right off in the race as Edward Street. First quarter was 31-1. Some Party Somewhere led, but Dylan goes around the outside of the judge with a round to go and gets to within a half length. Locked away on the inside then is Regal Ashes, followed next of all by Johnny Cake. On the inside is Promoted. It's 3 markers on the inside. Further back on the outside as they go into the back straight was Dollar Bill, and further back then we've got Limbo Larry, Derby Downs, Our Dandy, Mr. Haywood. On the inside next is Elegant Heaven, untailed right out as the debutant Edward Street. That second quarter was 30-6, 61.7.5. They've got 650 metres left to go. Some Party Somewhere led. Second 3 parts away is Dylan, followed by Regal Ashes, locked away. Next on the outside as they travel down the back straight was Johnny Cake, Promoted. And then we've got Dollar Bill heading the remainder from Limbo Larry and Derby Downs. They've got 450 metres left to go. Some Party Somewhere led. Only a half length to Dylan. Third quarter 28.7. The sprint goes on. Regal Ashes is back on the inside, and then came Johnny Cake and Promoted heads the remainder. Dylan's out after Some Party Somewhere as they come to the home turn. Regal Ashes waits on the sprint lane, and to the outsiders Johnny Cake as they flatten in. Some Party Somewhere being joined by Dylan. Regal Ashes back to the inside, and then came Johnny Cake at Some Party Somewhere, the leader. 75 to go. It digs deep, it finds, and it's going to be Some Party Somewhere all the way. Some Party Somewhere beats Dylan, and nose away third on the inside was Regal Ashes, and fourth Promoted. They were followed next of all by Johnny Cake, and the next one Limbo Larry, followed by Dollar Bill, and then Elegant Heaven, Our Dandy. Well back Derby Downs, Mr. Haywood, and just clocking in as Edward Street, tailed off last after missing away. 158.9 was the mile rate, and Some Party Somewhere